Ding. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash video. I know that it has been a while since I last uploaded, but I'm back now, as you can see, and I did beat Club Step, so now that means I can move on to electrodynamics. I'm sorry for the long break that I had, but hey, I'm back now, so what does it matter? So now I'm playing electrodynamics. The thing that electrodynamics introduces is speed changes. Amongst the community, it is pretty hard, so lots of people think that it should be rated demon difficulty because it's a lot harder than the other main levels, but it shouldn't be too hard for me to beat. Yesterday I recorded this video already, but the audio was very bad because I was breathing into the microphone. So this is a new recording of me doing it. So it shouldn't take nearly as many attempts as my last recording. But this is one of the parts that makes electrodynamics, that makes people think electrodynamics should be rated demon. It's these very fast mini ships, but I just beat them, so... Anyways, I'm really close to the end. There's also these quadruple jumps, and then there's this easy ship that I should... Oh, come on, bro. I died to the end. Well, I guess I'll just edit back there. See you there. Alright, so I'm back at the ending part here, right before those quadruple spikes. It's the only time that a quadruple spike is in a main level. Bro. So I am again back at this quadruple spike section, and it's the only time quadruple spikes are used in the main RobTop levels. But here's this part that I died at, and I hopefully won't crash here again, and that's electrodynamics. A fairly hard level, though this only took 5 attempts compared to the 23 it took me yesterday. But the next level is Hexagon Force. And Hexagon Force, it introduces the dual game mode and slopes. You can see slopes here and as decoration. And yeah, they're pretty self-explanatory. They're slopes, you know. Well, later on in the level, though, there is the dual game mode that I'll tell you whenever it comes up, and you'll probably notice anyways. Here's a cool section with slope physics, and then this is the dual game mode. There's a symmetrical and asymmetrical dual. You probably can tell. Symmetrical is like this when it's the same. Asymmetrical is whenever the two icons have different gameplay. And then asymmetrical is considerably more difficult than symmetrical because you have to be paying attention to both for the most part. There's this asymmetrical ball part there that's pretty hard that I died to a couple times yesterday. And there's this slope gameplay here that I died to. Bruh. So there's this slope gameplay right here, and I'm not gonna die to that. Bro, why? Alright, finally back here again, and I'm not dying to that. Alright, so then I'm nearing the end of the level. It's pretty easy from here. And then there's just this one last section. It's this slow ship part, and I died to it. And now my foot's falling asleep. Okay, yeah, I'll cut back to the end. That's that. Oh well. I better not die here. I'm so many attempts in, bro. Maybe not so many, but still, I better not die here. Okay, I passed it. I'm not losing now. I am not losing now. I'm not getting that coin. Okay, so that was Hexagon Force, and it took 13 attempts, which is still twice as many as Electrodynamics, but I think that's just a skill issue. So the next level that we're doing is Blast Processing. Blast Processing is one of my favorite levels in the game. One, because of its song. It has some, like, cool audio clips in the song. And two, because it introduces my favorite game mode, the Wave. The Wave is coming up right here at the drop of the song, and it's this cool game mode where if you hold, you go up, and whenever you aren't holding, you go down. And there's some really creative things you can do with it, especially with, like, some of its physics, with things like mini mode, you know, from Clutterfunk, and speed and stuff, because its physics don't change no matter the speed. And it has some fun gameplay. And then this section is cool because it has this nice dual wave. And unfortunately it's not asymmetrical, despite how, well, maybe not unfortunately. A lot of people probably wouldn't like that. But there's this section with faces. Not faces, but like kind of faces. People, cubes. Oh well, I died to it. I'll cut back there. Alright, I'm right here at the cube. It's close to that UFO right here. But yeah, faces, whatever they're called. Cubes, I guess. More like rectangular prisms, but no need to be nerdy, I guess. More slopes, more UFO, nothing hard. Except that coin. That coin's hard. And then this is the ending. And there's a cool part in the song at the end that goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You win. And I beat the level. I think we have enough time to move on to the next level, which... oh. Well, we're not going to be beating this, but I can at least give a little preview of what's to come. This is Theory of Everything 2, and its main gimmick is it's like kind of memory based, so you kind of have to memorize some things. Like, see that? It's made out of all of those opacity blocks that we saw in Club Step, which means that you kind of need to just have muscle memory. I'm not stoked to have to beat this. But yeah, it's the not predecessor. It's the, I guess, sequel to Theory of Everything. And, of course, it's a demon level that I'm going to beat. And I guess that's what's gonna happen in the next video, if I don't procrastinate for another 8 months. But hey, why would I ever do that? It's not like I've ever done that before, right? Boom. And I guess I'll just make it past that ship. So, this is Theory of Everything 2. It's what I'm gonna do next video. And I'll see you next time, gamers. Bye. And be sure to subscribe if you want more of this content.